Hello everyone, I welcome you all for SVK tutorials. So in this session, I am making you to score how to score 100 marks in engineering mathematics, that too in first semester of 2025 scheme. So as you all know that engineering mathematics feel difficulty for you, so I am making you easy to score 100 marks in first semester. So coming to the computer science engineering stream, the title of the stream is Calculus and Linear Algebra with subject code 1B MAT S101. This is what the subject code, and this is what the title of the subject. So coming to the module 1, so if you I'm going to provide the topics. If you have these topics well versed with these topics, you can score 100 out of 100 marks. ನೀವು ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನೀವು 100 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತೆಗಿಲೇಬಹುದು. So coming to module 1, so go through the total derivative, differentiation of composite functions. So as you all know that this module is of partial differentiation ಇಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ total derivative, differentiation of composite functions ಮತ್ತೆ simple partial differentiation ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಜಕೋಬಿಯನ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮೆಕ್ಲರಿನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ expansion for two variables. So lastly maxima and minima for the function of two variables. If you go through these four topics, you can score minimum, that is maximum 20 out of 20 in this module. So I will be marking a double tick here, so you can I will tell you for what purpose I am taking double stroke here. So moving to module 2, so in module 2, if you study gradient, divergence and curl, so these three topics called divergence, gradient, curl, and along with this, if you study solenoidal and irrotational, if you go through these three topics, then it is easy to study solenoidal vectors and irrotational vectors. Then afterwards, along with these 5 topics, you can study cylindrical, polar coordinates and spherical coordinates problems. As you all know that there is no derivation, just concentrate on problems of these topics. So then you can score maximum 20 marks. So here I am taking double stroke for solenoidal and vector irrotational vectors. Coming to module 3, under module 3 you can study row reduced echelon form, finding the rank of the matrix, then consistency, then Gauss elimination method, Gauss Jordan method, then traffic flow problems. So if you go through these 4 topics, so you can score out of 4 in this module also. So and also along with this diagonalization of the matrix. So coming to module 4, in this problems on subspace, linear combinations, linear span, linearly independent and dependent sets, basis and dimension, row space, null space and column space of a matrix, inner products and orthogonality. So if you study these topics, you can score 20 out of 20 marks. So coming to last module, module 5. So in this module 5, you can study problems on linear transformation, singular, non-singular linear transformation, and also finding curl, deducing to finding the curl of the given matrix, then invertible of a linear transformation. If you study these along with this rank nullity theorem, so if you study these topics, you can score definitely 20 marks. So now looking at the double tick, whatever I have done, so I will consider each one as 6 marks. Out of 5 modules, I have taken double strokes as 5 questions. So out of 5 questions, if you consider 5 into 6, it will be carried with 30 marks. For passing, you required 35 marks. So you can score another minimum 15 marks or 13 marks in module 4. If you study all the topics of module 4, definitely you can get 35 out of 100. So you can easily score 35 marks passing marks if you study at least one topic from each module. You can score passing marks. Consider this word, whatever I told you now. So definitely you can score 35 marks, or out of out whatever the topics I have told you here. So next I will moving to the other stream called triple E stream. Coming to the triple E stream, the course name is called differential calculus and linear algebra, with the subject title code as 1b mat E101. So coming to module 1, under that, two derivation. As you all know that finding the angle between radius vector and a tangent, finding tan phi. So studying two derivation. So one derivation is tan phi is equal to r into d theta by dr, and another derivation is length of the perpendicular from pole to the tangent. So studying those two derivation, definitely you can score 6 marks over there. And after that, problems on angle between the two polar curves. So if you study this, you can also solve if the problem given on one polar curve, you can find the angle between the polar curves. Radius of curvature in Cartesian form, polar form, and Cartesian parametric form. All the three forms you can study. So along with that, pedal form, this is an option. If you don't study also this, you can score definitely 20 marks from this module. So coming to module 2, so there Maclaurin series expansion for one variable, then L'Hopital's rule. So under L'Hopital's rule, you have 1 power infinity, infinity power 0, so 0 power 0. These three forms are there. You are supposed to go through all these three forms. Then total derivatives, partial differentiation of composite functions, and finally Jacobians. So again, also maxima minima for functions of two variables. Coming to module 3, so in that module 3, reducible to exact Bernoulli's differential equations, orthogonal trajectories, Clairaut's equations, reducible to Clairaut's equations. So in this, you can study these two mainly for passing, and if you study these topics from this module, you can score definitely 20 marks. So coming to module 4, study the homogeneous. Once you know how to solve homogeneous problem, coming to non-homogeneous problem, you are going to find out y is equal to a complementary function plus particular function yp. So yp, under yp you have three categories, that is e power exponential, under trigonometric sine and cos will be there, and finally polynomial x power n is there. So studying these three, you can have the problems of minimum 13 marks. So variation, method of variation of parameters, it will be a continuation of homogeneous differential equation. Using that Wronskian, you can find out, after once you got the Wronskian, you can find out the answer y is equal to yc plus yp. So finally, Cauchy's or legendary differential equation. So you can go with any one of the method, either Cauchy's or legendary's differential equation. If you study these three topics, definitely you can score 20 marks in this module. So coming to last module of this triple E stream, that is module 5, row reduced echelon form, finding the rank of the matrix, then consistency of a system of linear equation, Gauss elimination and Gauss Seidel method, and relays power method. So you, whatever the topics I have covered here, you can score 20 marks from this module. So whatever the topics I have covered in module 5, including these topics and whatever the highlighted double strokes I have done, so there you can consider 20 plus 6 fours 24. You can score minimum 44 marks, minimum 44 marks out of 100. So you can score more than passing marks if you study including module 5, and apart from module 5, if you study from each module, if you study one topic, you can score definitely 44 marks in triple E stream. So I can assure that if you apart from studying one topic from each module, if you study all the topics whatever I have highlighted here, so you can definitely score 100 out of 100. So now I will be moving to mechanical stream. So the title of the course is differential calculus and linear algebra, and the subject code is 1B MAT M101. So coming to module 1, so as same as triple E, so I am highlighting two derivatives, problems on angle between two polar curves or single polar curves. radius of curvature in Cartesian, polar and parametric. So if there is an option, you can exclude pedal form or you can study the pedal form to score 20 marks. So two derivatives I am highlighting here. So similarly coming to module 2. So here Maclaurin series expansion for one variable means in indeterminate forms, that is L'Hopital's rules. So under L'Hopital's rules you are going to study 1 power infinity, infinity power 0, 0 power 0. So these three categories you are going to study. So coming to total derivatives, differentiation of composite functions. So Jacobians. So if you study Jacobians, definitely you will be having an question on Jacobians. So apart from that, if you study all these topics, you can score definitely 20 marks. So and coming to module 3, so there under that reducible to exact Bernoulli's differential equation, orthogonal trajectories, and law of natural growth and decay. So if you study these four topics, it is enough, you can score 20 marks. So coming to module 4, it is of linear algebra. I wish you not to skip any of the topics from this module. Already I have missed one of the topic, but you are not supposed to miss any of these topics. You can score, if you don't miss any of the topic, you can definitely score 20 out of 20. Although I will be highlighting one question from this, that is rank of the matrix, and also Gauss elimination, Gauss Seidel method. Coming to module 5, or else you can take an advantage in module 4, you can study all the topics. Under module 5 you can exclude some of the topics. So in module 5, Rayleigh's power method, diagonalization, inverse matrix by Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and characteristic and minimal polynomials of block matrices, and finally Penrose pseudo inverse method. So these topics if you study, you can score definitely 20 marks. So as I have highlighted, you can definitely score 44, minimum 44 marks out of 100 from these topics. So otherwise, if you study all the topics, whatever I told, you can score 100 out of 100 without any worries. So I wish you all the very best to go through all these topics, and refer my previous videos. I have covered almost all the topics in my previous videos, taking first semester topics. So there you will get all the content whatever I have covered now, the topics. So all the very best for your upcoming examinations. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and kindly do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all.